Another day is here for us to flux. Yes, it's FLUX360 right here on Flux High TV. And you know what the show is all about. We talk about everything talkable. Whatever the society is talking about, we talk about it. We'll bring our own, our opinions, our views. We'll drop our own 2 cents on the matter. And sometimes you may not agree with us, but that does not invalidate our thoughts and opinion. My name is Evelyn Ohiola, and you know I do not run the show alone. My co-anchor is here. How are you doing, Heritage? What's up?
I'm good, and you?
I'm alive and well.
We are here to drop our 2 cents again. Let's do this.
Yes, and of course, as usual, you know that we will not drop our thoughts and opinion alone. We have guests in the studios to also make sense of the topic of discourse for today. And, funnily, we have 2 males in the house to balance it up. We have 2 females already, so we have 2 males to balance it up. I have in the studios with me someone that just goes by the name Slim. How are you doing, Slim?
I'm very fine. And you?
I'm good. I'm alive and well, as you can see, and I can see that you're also good.
Definitely.
This your calm, sweet voice. What's the catch? What's
because
the catch?
you're alive, we have to be calm.
We have to be calm. Okay. So Slim, welcome.
Thank you.
And Heritage, will you do us the honors?
Okay, right here with me, I have a media consultant. He goes by the name KJ Sheggs.
Hi.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm all good. What's
All
up?
right. I'm good.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel I need some more energy in the studios today because the topic of discuss, it's not war, by the way. I always tell people that when we talk about issues that's relating to gender, it doesn't have to be a war. You don't have to say, oh, my gender is better or this other gender is better. But then we're looking at an age-long topic. It has been a topic of discourse for a while now. It comes and goes. It depends on the mood of the society. We just thought to just peck on that for today and see what our men in the studios think about this. It's about gender equality. There are people that believe that gender equality can never be attained. No matter how we push for it, no matter how we run after it, it can never be attained. And that's because, let's say in the beginning, God created man first. And later on he thought about it and said, okay, it's not good for the man to be alone, and decided to create a companion, meaning that the man came to earth first. And by the society we live in, they say the first to come out, maybe your firstborn, you have to accord your firstborn with respect. You understand? So they say even with the twins that came in on the same day, they will tell you, I came out first, yeah. You came out second. So they want to also claim seniority, and that has been what the situation about gender equality, because a lot of people believe that it's not attainable. Slim, Slim is nodding his head like that, like our grandfathers back there when children are speaking, and like, and they want to drop their own bombshell. Give us the bombshell, Slim. What do you think?
I don't have a bombshell.
Okay,
I think the only thing I think is about 9 and 7. I'm not a medical personnel, so I've not done the X-ray of myself. I don't think I've sat myself down to count my ribs.
Probably so because of pot belly, maybe.
Does he have one?
A little bit.
Don't insult my brother.
If it's about pot belly,
a little bit.
If it's about pot belly, I might say that I got that from what you gave me. Sincerely.
No, that's not possible.
Sincerely.
It's not possible.
Maybe it's because
just in 2 minutes.
We're 2 minutes. Anything can happen.
No, as me, you
have 2 females there. We have 2
males.
males.
You have the 6 packs. You can.
So if I have the 6 pack, that's when you say. I just said I did not have an X-ray. So that shows anything, even with 6 pack or not, I'll get it.
No, but what do you have now? Is it 1 pot or 6 packs?
I don't know. I'm a human being, and I don't think you are going to doubt that.
Okay, so I think it's actually 1 pack. It's not a pot.
There's no
because
pack
it's
at
not
all.
Pack or pot? Where are you getting that from?
No, like if we're talking about
pot
the
now.
Now look at it now. That is where we go to. Are we going to have gender equality with this?
How?
This is you telling me I have pot belly. If I ask you that you have poor belly, will you be okay?
So no. So let's flip it. Let's face you and start analyzing your body.
All right,
maybe if you do that.
analyze.
I don't even need an X-ray to analyze that.
I don't have pot belly. I'm not like you.
I mean, and
I can suck it in.
There's nothing to
Free
suck
of charge.
in.
So
There's
belly
nothing to
in
suck
makes
it in
sense,
right
fine.
But
So-
you have,
so no, so
who
I
knows,
think-
maybe you have a girdle on.
I mean, yeah, when you wake up.
But you know, guys now wear girdles. Sorry, I didn't.
I mean, so hold on. So I think that's one of the talking points.
Yeah.
How easy it is for a lady to just look at a guy and make physical, talk about the physical attributes.
Okay.
And if a guy tries that with a lady,
It's an assault.
you get it. It's those are the conversations where you can start and say, okay, is it what makes it okay for a lady to look at a guy and say, oh, you have a pot belly, and then if a guy tries that, especially on camera, you definitely.
It's visible.
Even mine is a sign of good living.
But
You-
no.
you
But
don't
wait.
need to
Exactly.
I'm not talking it. This is
Breathe
it.
in,
Breathe,
breathe out,
breathe.
breathe.
You don't need to. You don't need to.
I'm not.
No, breathe.
I mean, you guys are.
We-
Except you want
not-
me to be
No.
much
We are not going to use
relaxed.
that against you because I mean you look good with the belly and all of
I
that.
have it.
You
I
have
know.
it and you're proud of it.
I feed well.
So release it. Release it.
Your name is
There
Slim,
is
but
no-
you're not Slim.
That means
My slim has a TM. It's a trademark.
Okay.
Not too fat, not too thin. So it's either you are fat or you are thin. I'm not fat and I'm not thin
Why would you be on the fence?
because I am slim. You can't doubt it.
But what's the definition of Slim?
I just told you
No.
my own definition of it. Not too fat, not too thin.
So if someone is fatter than you, then that person is too fat. If the person is, slimmer than you, the
It's on
person
the
is too
thin side.
slim. So
That's it. It's just like when you're talking about
Do
somebody
you know
is
what
tall
is
and
called
somebody is short.
delusional?
I do, but I'm not. Okay, in my own word, I agree.
Delulu.
But as far as it is my word,
yeah.
I have full confidence in it.
you have
Okay.
a right to.
It's just like me telling you now that you're short. I won't say you're short. I'll just tell you you're down to earth.
I'm not down to earth.
You see?
Because I'm average.
You see?
By the normal standard.
By the normal standard. By your, thank you, by your
My
own
own
standard.
No, I'm not personalizing it. It's not my own
From
standard.
my own eyes,
Yeah.
my own standard of gauging, you're down to earth.
Life is too high for the
Okay,
blind.
let's
I
not.
just told you down to earth.
Let's
So
not
that's
give
it. Be
Life is too high
humble.
for
Be
the blind.
humble.
Wait,
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
I'll try to play the referee here, so that because KJ Sheggs is just having a great time. It's
I mean,
like,
I'm enjoying
you
this.
guys
Trying
just
to
continue.
flow.
And
Trying to flow. Don't
I
worry.
just want to
I'm
laugh.
enjoying this.
I just want to laugh. You guys just continue. I don't want to talk. Just continue.
No, I'm
But
enjoying
then
this.
we'll not make it. We will not.
No, I'll catch it. I promise. But it's really
It's
interesting. at this point.
interesting.
It's
Right?
because
But let's not
it's
take it
between us.
personal. Let's not
That's
take
right.
it
So maybe he
personal.
has this fat.
Let-
I mean, who knows?
What?
KJ Sheggs is like 4 months on, but then we'll leave that
He's
as
a
it
bro
is.
also.
Please don't attack these guys because when they come for you, I will not be here. I will not
Oh,
do women supporting women.
you will be here.
No, I
you'll
will
be
not
here.
because.
You know why you will be. You know why you will be here.
Why?
We are 2-2, so there's no
Alright.
way. We are going to
No, I'm
be
just
equal.
saying it now because I will not support you. You are attacking them
That
now.
means you are 3-1.
No, I'm
We
sitting,
won already.
I'm sitting on the fence.
The conversation is like you said in the beginning. It's not about attacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So intentionally, just trying to enjoy the initial gragra, initial gragra of that she's having. So that by the time we get into the real conversation,
Okay.
We'll
There
know
will-
where she falls.
exactly.
Okay, so now let's get into the real conversation. Like I said, maybe during our fathers and forefathers, it was not this pronounced, yeah. But right now we have, women standing up for their rights, and they're telling you, see, a man is not more human or more manly than I am. It's just we're just different in our physiological look, but that does not mean brain-wise, mentally, they are higher animals or higher humans than us. And this is not really getting down well with some men who call themselves traditional men. They tell you can do that in the West. Go Obodo Yibo and go and form, you have rights. But here in Nigeria, as an Igbo man or as a Yoruba person, a man will always be a man, and a man is superior to a woman. Sheggs, where do you stand?
So I think the word choice of equal could
Okay.
be debatable.
How?
instead of looking for equality, why not look for equity?
Okay.
And I'll say it this way. Imagine there's a very popular picture. There's a fence, and then there are 3 people. There are 3 boxes.
Yeah.
3 different people with 3 different heights, right? A very tall person like Slim and I, and then someone like Heritage is next, and then you come third. You know, that kind of.
Thank you for what you did. I saw what you did.
So, like I said, I told you when I'm ready, you guys will.
My brother, I did not attack you. See the person that attacked you. Though. I did not attack you.
It's stray bullet. Everybody was collect.
It's fine.
Bring it on. Here for you.
So we have that gradation, right?
Yeah.
There are 3 boxes. Everybody gets 1 box, right? And then there's a fence that is maybe my shoulder height. So our shoulder, so we are able to see irrespective of the box. But everybody gets 1 box each. Equality says, I stand on my box, he stands on his box, you stand on your box.
Of equal heights. The same box of equal heights. Yeah.
Now, you may stand on the box and not see anything.
Still see.
And not see. You may stand on the box and still not see. Right? That's equality. We all get 1 box. Equity says, who needs 1 box? Who needs 2 boxes? Who needs 3 boxes? Who doesn't need a box? Right? So equity looks at everybody and says, oh, this person needs this, so let us give the person this box. She needs 1 box, you need 2 boxes, we don't need boxes. So we say, okay, you get 2 boxes, she gets 1 box. Everybody has the same view. So that is equity.
Okay.
Right? And with equity, we are able to now have a proper conversation on who gets what, whose role is this, who is that, what is going on. You know, if that is the basis of the conversation, then it makes more sense versus saying, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I am equal. I mean, there's even no equality amongst humans. You know, there are no 2 human beings that are the same. So why are we looking for equality when we cannot physically or psychological or any way achieve that in itself?
Okay. Don't you think you bringing equity into this mix, you're already admitting that the man is higher than the woman?
Oh, from the analogy, that particular analogy. For instance, research shows that women are more nurturing. Yeah. Right? So when it comes to nurturing, if we try to use the equality, that means that the family equality means the nurturing expected of a man should be the same expected of a woman. Equity says the nurturing expected from a woman and men should be different, and both of them should work to balance it. Okay. That's equity. Okay. Right? So it's not a matter of a man it's just depending on the topic. Always remember that find the balance. Not that both are equal in any way. Physically, the man most likely might have an advantage. And I say most likely because, of course, you've heard of stories where the men or the wives are dealing with the husbands physically, right? You know, so, yeah, that's happens.
Why I'm actually learning karate.
You know, okay, noted. You know, in those regards, right? But then there are those topics where, of course, it is shown that the ladies are, much more advantaged in those areas. You know, so it's about that equity, that balance. That's how I choose to see it. It's finding that balance and not necessarily just saying this person is advantaged, that person is advantaged. All of us have our advantages.
Okay, so, Slim, let me move over to you. Some people would say that equality or equity, whatever you wanted to call it right now, in marriage, striving for gender equality in marriage can never be attainable. But generally, in our society, there should be nothing like striving for gender equality, because we all should be regarded as equals. Now, let me bring it to you. In primary school, I'm giving you an experience, a personal experience. In primary school back then, we have head boy, we have head girl, we have class captains, we have assistant class captains, even in secondary school. But I'm bringing the issue of primary school because it's an experience that I had. You would see a girl who is very smart, very intelligent, has that leadership qualities, you understand? But because she is a girl, do you get, they will never give her class captain. I think it's changing now, but I'm going back to when I grew up, they would not give a class captain. They will pick a boy that is so unserious just because he is male. Then go ahead to give the girl that they feel has a leadership qualities as assistant class captain. And some people would say, you cannot have that discrimination against women in society. It's okay in marriage if you say the man is the head of the home. I'm not disputing that fact. But in society, let's say at my workplace now, I qualified to gain a promotion or to head a particular department. But because I am female, you feel, oh, I cannot attain that department because you feel, okay, number one, does she have that presence? Do you get? So you give a male that is undeserving, whereas probably you now put me as assistant, or you just leave me out totally. So people believe that we should have that dichotomy when it comes to equality or man-woman relationship in marriage, who is the head and who is the subordinate, but to do not bring that to the public space. How do you react to that?
Okay, it's a bit dicey, and I'll come in with this. All animals are equal, or some are more equal than others.
Okay.
So let me go back to the primary school scenario you created. We have some people, they call them, what do you call them? They're still at the back of the class. Even you that are the male, you do not write their names. Not to talk of a female writing their names.
Okay.
So I want to just say, let me just save my principal's head. Maybe those are some of the reasons why they were not allowing female come into such position then. As the world evolves and things change, we realize that, okay, what a man can do, a woman can do better. Even though some of them are doing less.
Is it better? I will come back to that soon.
Yeah, a woman can do better. But the thing is this, the environment, does she have the charisma to do better than a man? The physical presence, who commands respect more? The physical agility. Let's say, for example, look at this studio. We are two here. But look at the people behind the scene.
Okay.
I'm not saying there are no women doing it, but do they have time? With the body system of a lady allowed to do such that a man is doing, even doing it better. When you give them, yeah, there are some areas. There are some areas where men don't even try at all.
Exactly.
But women do better in that area. So I'm coming from this angle now. Leadership. There are some women, we know how the woman was phantom. And that takes me back to the 6 or 7, the 7 or 9 bones that you're talking. Man was made from sand. It's a weaker vessel. A woman was made from bone.
Finished product.
Finished product. But the part of it that a woman will not really give you that product is men are not flexible as the way women are. So women can be very, very emotional. It's rare before you see a man come out and want to express himself and start crying. You offended me and I'm crying. But you see a woman, okay, you are the one. Let's take it back to the secondary school. Now she wants to write the name of noise. If all of you don't stop making noise, I will report you. Who is going to stop? Because what you have already said will even make us make noise more. But a man will come, if you don't, okay, everybody will sit down at it. So those things are things that God has created naturally in the man. And the society has helped a man to build on it.
Now, let me take you on from that last statement that the society has helped the man to build on it.
Because or the society has seen a man to be in that space.
I know, I'll take the first one.
All right, no problem.
The society has helped the man to capitalize on the fact that I am a man. I'm sure you must have seen or heard or witnessed situations where a senior sister is talking to her junior or younger brother and is saying, do this. So, the senior sister is saying, I am older than you, go and do this. And the brother is saying, don't you know I'm a man? I'm not doing anything. Mommy says I'm a man now. How will you be sending me that kind of message? I'm a man. So you see a lot of people that grew up in such an environment, in such a family. Do you understand? They have that mentality of I am a man. So from the fact that I am a man, I have a penis in between my legs, it makes me superior to any woman that I see. Whether the person is family, whether the person is my wife, whether the person or not is my sister. So far they see the person as a woman, they believe this person should be under me. And I feel that is where family or society has failed us.
Okay. Let me use myself as an example. I came in from a female house.
Okay.
I'm the only male in my house. And thank God for my parents. We're all trained equally. I cook. My sisters wash cars.
Good.
That's like 1/5.
Good.
That's like 1/5. So these things bottles down on the society about we understanding that children are meant to be raised equally.
Equally.
But even as raising them equally, it's just a way of giving my sister that, okay, even if you're out there, you fight for yourself. Not until when your brother comes to fight for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have a voice. You're an human being
Mm-hmm.
in the first place. Let's leave the gender aside.
Thank you.
So the gender is just what separates us. I can talk, a lady can talk. I can hear, a lady can hear. I have reasoning here, a lady can reason. So once you understand that about yourself, now what you want to do differs now as an individual. Take for example now, if you raising your kids up and you're, okay, let me say because I came out from my family house now and I start wearing my sister's clothes. How do you see me outside? Gender equality. Are we equal? But they can't wear my own clothes. I'll still talk about gender equality. But they are not wear theirs. So we can't have this thing. We can't. 7 and 9 ribs cannot be the same thing. So right from time, there is no gender equality.
So those are your thoughts. There is no gender equality at all.
We can't have it.
Why?
We can only have human beings behaving in their space as human beings.
Humans being humans.
A man, a woman, you have it. We don't have same physical attributes.
So what's the ideology about 50-50?
My ideology about 50-50 is whatever you want to do, it has to be between the two of you, and communication matters. You have to understand both parties. Let me share this. I have a friend who got married and the wife said, okay, whatever we'll be doing in the house is 50-50. And I said, those are the kind of men who tell you, what do you bring to the table? And they tell you, I'm the table. And I told him, you are lucky. Your wife is not telling you she's the table. She wants to bring something to the table. I said, okay. It has to deal with what the two of you will understand. I don't have any issue with it so far as you can stand with it. But make her know that you are the man.
So what does it, hold on, so when you say make her know that you are the man, because I'm very interested in this,
Okay.
what does that entail in everyday life?
Everyday life, it depends on what they are doing. I don't know how they do it. But when he told me, I only told him, she's doing this maybe because of where she came from. Those are the feminists. Those are tell you, okay, I'm the alpha female.
Yeah.
So it has to take you to understand who she is and live with who she is. If she wants to do 50-50, she's helping you save your money. That means she has something she's bringing to the table now. Nobody wants to marry a woman that doesn't bring anything to the table. Sorry, somebody like me will not marry a woman that doesn't bring anything to the table.
You don't believe that
Why?
she is the table?
She's the table, I am also the table. We have two tables.
What about the things she's doing for your house chores, doing a lot of things? And
I
also
can't
giving
do.
birth?
There's no
Can you give
nowhere.
birth?
I can't give birth, but she can't give birth on her own. She can't make babies on her own without me or without a man.
Okay, I find without a man she can't. Truthfully.
So the two of us have to come together to understand this, and that we.
But are you gonna take the baby throughout 9 months?
She's taking the baby throughout
Yes,
9 months.
exactly.
If I'm doing other things to assist her, there's nothing wrong in it.
What are you doing to assist her?
Every other thing that we can do in the house.
But do you think every other man are like you?
That's what I'm saying. It takes understanding for you to understand. You are helpmate. Helpmate. The two of you are not. There's nothing like a boss or a younger person.
Okay, let me come down to KJ Sheggs. What do you think about that, mate?
Helpmate or your partner?
Help me. Yes, now as partners, you guys are together and know.
I mean, so I think you guys are very interesting to have brought both of us. I only have one elder brother, so I'm my late mom's only daughter. That's how I used to say it. There's hardly anything I've not seen or I've not done or I'm not able to do, in the kitchen or anywhere in the house, right? So it's not a matter of somebody's coming to tell me if I don't cook, you go starve. Like, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I'll enter my kitchen and make anything I wish to make, or I pay somebody to do it. I'm not one of those people that will say, oh, yeah, auntie, you must cook soup for me every day. There are men that do that. There are men that believe in that. But I mean, I don't see how it makes sense that if you can't cook it every day, then it makes no sense for you to request it, right? The comparison that is being used is that, oh, that was how our forefathers and fathers and all of them, that's how it used to happen. But then I always like to ask, in their times, can you also stand to the responsibilities of their own times? As a man, can you do the things our own forefathers did as a man, without complaining, right? And also to the ladies that are asking for equality, right? Can you balance it up? To, for instance, the ladies that say, oh, they don't want to contribute because what are
They are at the table.
Because they are at the table.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they are educated, are we?
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying if they're not contributing to the table, that means they are not accepting the 50-50 share?
So they went to school, right?
Yes.
They were funded through school, right?
Yes.
They spent money on them to go to school.
Yes.
In the times of our forefathers, the women did not get anything
At all. They were sit at home.
Okay.
So now, if you have the same resources committed to you as a man, then it is your responsibility to contribute. Because before now, when the man was giving everything, right?
Nobody was talking.
Nobody was talking, and it was the men that were getting everything. Then, but now the women are getting educated. You're getting the management roles. You're getting everything.
So for you,
Are
what
you
what
supporting
percentage
the
works for you?
50-50?
It's not a percentage. It's I'm not for equality. I'm for equity.
Okay.
If it is, so I had a girlfriend back then that was saying, if we are going for vacation, everybody must go for vacation. It's either everybody or nobody is going. And I'm like, hold on. If you have a course and you have to travel for that course and we can only afford one person going, are you saying nobody should go?
The story will change.
Do you get it? So there's no, let's
But there's
move
a
away.
difference. It's a course and different from vacation.
Move away from the theories. Move away from the animosity, from the anger, from the fight, and deal with issues as they come. If, as two humans coming together, both of you have been invested in, your education was invested in, unlike our forefathers, when it was only the men that were getting educated, right? Both of you have been invested in, then the onus is on both of you to be valuable, to give value.
But is the society helping the woman to bring value, especially when it comes to working? I'm saying this to, say this experience. I've actually heard someone say before, when I heard that, I was livid. I would not lie to you, that he would not pay the same amount he's paying to a man to a woman. And I was curious. I was like, okay, why? I didn't want to jump into conclusion that this guy is a misogynist or, I asked him, I said, okay, why? And he said, why would I pay a man and a woman the same thing now?
The responsibilities are different.
Say, man responsibility plenty now. Say, woman, in fact, the woman's responsibility is still the man that will carry some of the woman's responsibility. And I was very angry because I believe you should not mix personal life with work life. If you give me a job description that has A, B, C, D, E, F as a lady, and you were employed too, and you're given the same job description that has A, B, C, D, E, F, and we are doing the work as we should. Do you know what I'm saying? I do not think that you should use my personal life or whether my responsibilities are being carried by my husband or my boyfriend. He went to the extent that even those ones that are not married have sugar daddies now. They are not spending their salaries. You think it's the salaries they are spending? See, their weeks now. And I was so angry. And we have a lot of women who have been trapped with such employers who believe they cannot pay a woman and a man the same amount because responsibilities differ.
On that, I totally agree with you. These are the fights that the feminists should be fighting.
So
not
what fights
fighting,
are the
not
feminists
fighting the partners. You should fight the structure. Right? Understand this. The patriarchal structure is cultural.
Yes, I agree.
It is the structure you should face, not your partner that is supposed to be the person that you are together with and you are supposed to be on the same page. Fight the structure that is keeping the women as they are. the structure that is demanding more from women without giving more. Not that you will go back to your supposed partner and then you'll be giving trouble because the man is not, you want to be equal to the man.
Wait, Sheggs, what fights do you think the feminists are fighting? I know that some people believe that feminism in Nigeria, or probably if we are to extend it in Africa, is not what it should be.
It's more hatred towards the male
Like
gender.
it's more like witchcraft.
It's more hatred to the.
Why would you call
more
it
of
hatred? Okay, let's imagine in a scenario whereby she just said in a scenario, right? And you guys, I got married to a partner and we got home and you're telling me, oh, I need to start washing the plate, I need to cook for you, I need to do all of these things for you. Astros, we both went to work together. We both came back from work. Why do I have to be the one to start doing all of this? And probably you can just take the remote and start watching TV.
You married your enemy.
How is it my enemy?
It's that simple.
It's just simple.
Don't marry your enemy.
But the man could be like, I'm actually the man. I'm the man. So you do.
It's not a matter of the man can actually say it's the man. It's because you don't understand each other. He's your enemy.
So they
You
those
actually
are two
know if it's just like
incompatible people.
yeah, two incompatible. It's just like you
coming
going.
together as
It's
a
just like you driving. Okay, look at the scenario on the road. Do you know traffic? When you see traffic, by the time you get to the beginning of the traffic, you don't see any reason why the traffic was there. Just because somebody was impatient for another person. That's the scenario at home. If you understand that he has been to work, there's nothing stopping him from doing the thing.
But you know,
Why
this is
you're
actually
stopping
what has actually been playing in the olden days. Our parents back then.
Olden days.
him. Olden days back then, our parents, it was always the man that was working
and bringing in the bulk
things.
of the funds.
to the home. I'm sorry to say our mothers, maybe they were baby making machines. Give back to children, take care of the
Nurturers.
children at home. Mine is to go to the farm, go and get what we eat. That's when you see the man will tell you, I fend for this family.
But you know, some people, most like, the Igbo, they still believe in this ideology of, okay, I'm actually the man. So I'm a traditional man. I have to be, apart from them, you respecting them, you still have to do your natural, normal duties at home. And you guys are still bringing whatever you're bringing to the table.
Okay, my person is I don't take it for religion. I take it as human being. For
Culture,
tribe
yeah.
or culture.
Okay.
It is human. So some people still stand on it. Even a PhD that no matter how educated he is, if he's not reasonable enough to know that this thing is a joint thing, he'll still tell you that. Irrespective of the
Okay, I'm
tribe.
wondering the word is not responsible or is not reasonable enough.
Yeah.
No,
It's just a thing like, okay, you are talking, they have given you time to talk, you give me time to talk. If the two of us are talking at the same time, then we won't have anything to discuss here. And that's how it should be. Even at home too, that's how it should be. And the same thing, looking at the place of work too. Why you see a man will tell you, okay, what a man is doing, I can't pay a woman more than this. It's the structure. If there's a good structure on ground, a lay down rules on ground, and you follow it up, there's no reason. And if you as a lady out there, you are in that kind of situation, maybe you are not giving what is expected of you. If I know this is your quality and this is your character, this is what you can do for me, and if I pay you for this, I'm going to see it in you. I'll give it to you. But why you see it happen is that they give it to them, you see majority of the women now relax. And you now make them say, okay, that is why you can't give them.
But that's not
position.
the you know, that was not the
Scenario you saw.
reason why the man said he can't pay. It would have
So
been a
maybe
different
because he
reason.
has
He said
heads.
they are not working.
So in that scenario that you raised, right? Even before experience whatever value the woman can give, the man has made a decision, right? So it is on him again and on the culture. Now, what fight should the feminists fight in this regard? It is, I don't see if there's an NGO somewhere that is saying, oh, let us commit to fighting for the women in the workplace. Let us commit that whenever this kind of scenario comes up and it is you know reported,
Yeah.
you know, they take the person to the commission, forgotten the commission that's in charge of work, NLC or whatever it is. You know, there's labor matters. Take the case there, put it up on media, you know, blow it up, and then so that other people will be deterred from having that kind of mentality, or at the very least, if you have it, don't show it. You know, so those are the kind of fights that should be fought. Not that you will just generalize and say all men. The problem with, and I think that I've observed with how feminism is projected here, especially on social media, is there's an anti-men sentiment. It is more against men, whatever it is that men stand for, you know, and it's not healthy, because it's supposed to be a partnership eventually.
Yeah.
Now, of course, nobody chose their genders. You didn't choose to be a lady. I never chose to be a man. You know, we didn't choose all these things.
Even though some people are crossing to the other side.
If whatever you cross, go. It's you that know. I'm not.
No, we have some new recruits, some new intakes in our agenda now.
On that,
you know.
I'm not. I'm reclusing. I'm not saying anything. However, you know, but in all of those things,
Yeah.
it's you didn't choose any of these things.
True.
So it is for you to decide to be the type of person you want to be. You can either be a great person, right, or be a shitty person. You know, of course, the family upbringing is very important, like he has rightly pointed out. There are ways that some people were raised that I mean, I think that's like the best way to put it.
Yeah.
You know, it makes no sense. However, you get to a point in your life when you decide who you want to be, how you want to be. You know, what kind of expression, what kind of life you want to live. If you were brought up in a house where every day they remind you are the man, you are the man, you are the man,
You will leave it outside.
you would go outside and start becoming the man, and then you believe that, oh, you can provide, you can do all of that. The day you are not able to be the man, you will
You feel
definitely
less of
jump into
yourself.
yes. So it affects you. You get it. You are damaging yourself. The day you are not able to provide, that's why, I mean, you hear people commit suicide because of house rent or whatever. And of course, there are stories where the man is not able to provide. The woman is pressuring the man.
Pushes him out.
He does something stupid. They come back and the woman is saying, and I had the money, and I had the money.
All right.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So it's as much as we want to, let's see it holistically. We are causing more problems for ourselves than we are even trying to solve it. There are ways to solve the problem, and we are not even trying to solve it. We are just fighting.
Okay, you know, it's been a lengthy talk, but then we'll go for the short break. When we come back, we'll look more into the bittersweet reality of gender equality. This time we'll be panning towards the bitter side, what it has cost us as a society. A lot of people believe that this feminism movement and this gender equality scream and shout has caused more damage to our society than being a blessing. But that will be right after this short break. It's still FLUX360 right here on FLUX TV.
Alright, welcome back to FLUX360. I hope you've been enjoying our conversation on bittersweet reality of gender equality. Now we are back to our guest, and I would like to throw this straight down to Rev. When it comes to relationship, what do you think about the sex life of male and female? Do you think it actually should be equal, or someone should actually dominate more than the other person?
So when you introduce me as Rev, you
Come the one that say
denied
who be
people.
Rev?
How did I forget?
Wait, calm down. Wait, we must settle this
You
matter.
denied people
Sheggs.
some information.
Calm down. Calm down. No, calm down.
How do you even expect the reverend to comment on
So-
that?
You never know
Okay,
the
so let me break.
Why are you like
let
this?
me break it down. Let me break it down. Okay, so he has a ministry called After Dark Ministry, and they talk solely on sexual
So
relationship.
I run.
So it's a rev of sexuality.
No. I have a sex education
Oh shit.
platform that I
Pastor
run.
in
And
missionary.
they
That's
sell,
Okay.
sell every sex enhancement thing you can need,
Ooh.
and he's a rev. Imagine
Your
you being
mi-
a
I
rev.
have
Reverend.
conversation. I like to have
Why
that
you going to
conversation.
look my face? They are talking about you. Why are you looking at me?
No, I thought that.
No, I'm not
you
in that
defend-
circle.
You won't defend me on this.
No, on this issue. On this issue.
I do have my own.
Yes,
Wait,
sorry,
wait,
sister.
yes.
We appreciate you.
How is the ministry?
Yes.
Well, we.
The ministry is wild.
No,
Have you been there?
Exactly.
Are you a member, please?
Yes, I'm actually a member.
No, you're
And
talking.
he's actually his WhatsApp status is wild.
So.
Wait, first. Let me ask this question. I don't
It's as if
like.
I'll come back.
I don't like when you don't come back here.
Let me decode.
There's no space. Move.
Alright,
Rev.
come back.
I don't
How-
have a choice.
how
Men
is-
supporting me.
Wait,
Thank you. Finally.
Rev. This one even sweet past the Sheggs self. Rev.
Okay.
How is the ministry?
Okay, so I started during the pandemic. I mean, we're all bored, you know, and I was looking for something to do to just, you know, get people, you know, up. You know, so I asked the question on my status and I asked people to answer. So I posted back the answers on my status anonymously, you know. So we did that, and, you know, we've been doing that for a few years till where it is. Yeah. So it's more conversations about, you know, sexual issues in relationships, sex generally, because we as a society, I mean, one of the big topics we're talking about is that we don't talk about sex. We have so much sex, there are too many people around, everybody's giving birth, but nobody's talking about the sex, you know.
In fact, we shy away from it.
Yeah, so let's have that conversation in a place where you are not shy, you are not judged, you are not your identity is totally, you know, protected.
Okay, so you guys just talk. It's not like you guys do.
Oh no, we don't.
Come on.
Oh.
I just wanted to be.
So it's the doing aspect.
So you-
I just wanted
You
to.
were
Be.
interested
I was
in
actually
that.
thinking.
No,
it
when
was
she
the
said, no,
doing.
she said she's a member.
Yes.
I don't want to ask you that. What is, you know, how is she faring? Has she been a good member?
What?
Have you been doing?
You know,
No way, it's all conversations
Just
on
Just
WhatsApp.
conversation.
So there's
And
no-
anonymously.
Totally anonymous.
Oh.
The only
Slim,
person-
you
So
don't
even if
want
I should say something, I don't know who gave that response. I don't know.
So you guys, how do you evangelize? Like,
I
how
mean-
do you win souls?
I mean, we
No,
were
but-
on
but-
campaign for a while. You know,
Yeah.
people were adding so many members, and then we also at the point. I think last year or 2 years ago, we tried to have an app, a web app, but that didn't go so well. So you know, we had to close it. I mean, but then we'll be back on it on that project soon enough.
And you know, something like that kind of people they like.
It's
Your members
important.
go reach like 1 million.
No,
It's
it's
never reach.
again. It's one of those conversations we really need to have as a
Yes,
people.
yes,
I mean, and it
yes,
ties back into the feminism, right?
Okay.
Because, for instance, there are some entitlements that the male gender has to sex.
Yeah.
For instance, the ladies, how there was a topic we had one time. How do ladies ask their partners for sex? And I had some ladies that said they can never and they will never ask. their
I'd
partners.
rather choose jeans.
You see? You rather?
I'd rather
Choose
choose
jeans.
jeans. No, but
Do you
And
understand
we're
it?
talking about gender.
So I mean,
No, body
if,
language.
no. So if do you understand
down,
that?
calm
Is there can there be equality? You who are
what a
the-
man can do,
a woman should be able to do
a woman should be able to do
that one
better.
I said, that one I said is for what people say.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
understand? But definitely with my partner, I want to be so free and vulnerable with my
It's not
partner.
about
Why
being
can't you say
vulnerable.
it?
I want no.
You
I'm not
think
saying I
it's
can't say
everybody?
it. I can say it.
Do you think everybody can say
I
it?
can say it with my partner. No, my married partner, by the way.
So if not married, you can't say it.
I no. I'm a Jesus baby.
Because they'll think you're wild.
No, it's
So
not
why
even
you-
about
why
that.
say again,
I
why are
don't
you with your
believe-
enemy?
See, I don't believe.
That's just it.
No, calm down. I don't believe that monopoly of asking for sex.
I totally agree with
I
you.
don't believe.
It's
I
a
don't
mutual
believe.
thing.
So
I
why-
don't believe it's the man that should initiate sex.
So why should the woman rely? The average Nigerian African woman rely on body language?
Me oh,
If it doesn't come from the man,
me
then
oh,
we are not.
I ain't
Because
doing
the
no
man-
body language.
Because the man wants it more.
No.
No.
Who tell this
No.
one, that
No.
one?
No. No.
See, now she invite you.
No. No. No.
I like it. You're not my side right now.
I don't say your side.
Without sex talks, you're not my side.
No,
right
I believe women pretend a lot when it comes to sex.
now. Okay.
I believe women want sex more. I believe women love sex more.
Oh,
It's-
by the way, that's proven fact.
But it's just this societal cage that, you know, we've been made to believe that when a woman talks about sex or asks for sex or says, oh,
wild
I'm not
and
satisfied, that means she's wild. They term her as, you know, being immoral or, you know, promiscuous. Do you understand? But I believe that for men, I believe what men wants to do basically is to just choke somewhere and just remove her.
Do you?
But because calm down. I believe women have more sports that turns them on
Okay.
than the men.
Okay.
That's my belief. I don't know.
Okay. If you said the women we enjoy sex more, we want it more. Do you think a man will tell you, oh, I want to have sex in the morning, afternoon, and he can have like 5 times, and a lady will be like, oh no, I'm tired. My partner was like, oh, I want sex in the morning, afternoon, night, evening, night, like everywhere, every corner in the room, and all of that, and you're having the sex. Don't you think a lady will be like, who would run away first? It's not the lady.
Are you aware that there are some women that like sex, that want sex, morning, afternoon, and night.
Libido. They have
No.
high libido.
There are some men that are actually asexual.
Red, you don't need to be smiling about this.
No.
No, we are enjoying the conversation.
Sheggs, I think she needs to join. She
Let me tell you something.
you have not been a good student. She's a good woman. She's the kind of people.
I feel women pretend a lot.
Yes, we may pretend, but that does not mean we enjoy.
Why-
We want it more.
why-
than like
why-
the guy.
So
Okay, can I ask this now? Why do female pretend? Let's take it away from the sex.
So
don't
both of you,
that-
both of you have
I-
agreed that women pretend.
So that is why you can't have it all.
Women pretend because of the societal cage.
Who is
they've
society?
been put
Who
in.
is the
I tell
society?
people,
So
yeah.
we have some
see,
women
I used
who
to
are
say this
not
thing,
caged
yeah.
in
I
the
used to
society.
say this thing, yeah. I'm not sexually wild. I'm not a bad bitch.
What
Do you
if
understand? I'm
you
not
are-
a
you're just saying
bitch.
it right here.
Yeah, but if I were to be a bitch, yeah, I'm going to be a proud bad bitch.
What does that mean?
What if you are hiding it right now?
It
Just the
means-
same way you're pretending.
No, I'm not pretending. It simply means that as a woman, if for instance I like sex, I love sex, and I've had sex with him, I've had sex with you.
You have not, by the way, please.
Yeah, I've not. No.
Are you
I'm trying to confirm.
okay, so disclaimer, I've not had sex with anyone of them. I'm just saying I would proudly wear it. I know they will say, oh, nitiju. Do you understand? But if a man comes and say, omoye,
Mutije.
yeah, they will say, over. But if a woman does the same thing, you will see how they are going to
Body count.
tongue line. Do you get? But I say, if I were to be a bitch, because I see people that they do some things and they now pretend later and say, I did not do it. Why?
Okay, so let me jump in here. There's a trending video of a lady in church asking her pastor why I can't remember it, but I'll try and paraphrase. Why the bad girls, the bad bitches get married
Yeah.
early and to rich people, and the children, the good ones, they know they get partner, right? Because I mean, there's a certain level of social intelligence, emotional intelligence you have with experience.
Experience.
Yeah,
Sexual
sure. You
experience.
can't get it if you don't have body counts.
Yeah. However,
But to some people, they'll feel like, why are you having so much body counts?
however,
Saying.
these are the issues that the feminists should be fighting. Now, I had a conversation with a lady a few years ago that stuck with me. She's married now, kid with 1 or 2 kids, right? We're in a restaurant or a lounge in the evening, chilling. My friend, nothing with her, and some gentleman came in, went to a table, and she was like, "Guy, can I tell you something?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Like, look at that table. See that one there? I've knocked that one. The other one, I've knocked. The other one, and she was so proud and happy.
Yeah.
Because nobody's stopping the woman from doing it. Forgetting that it is humans that are the society. There are some people that are trending on now because of the way they talk about sex or the kind of man they want or how many. Do you get it?
Yeah.
It is up to you to decide how you want to respond to that.
Okay.
Okay, so a quick one. This is actually like I actually have a receipt, and that happened like 2 or 3 days ago. A friend of mine was gisting me about another friend of ours. She had something with someone, so she's currently with someone else, and they are like together having things together. So unknowingly to her, she never knew that they knew each other. So that was like, oh, let's go together for a business meeting and all that. Immediately they went for the business meeting. They get to meet each other like, oh really? So this is the person you left me with and all of that. That one blocked her immediately.
Which one? The new one or the old one?
The old one blocked her
Okay.
immediately. And like, okay, please, when you get to the hotel, please just pack your thing and leave. That happened like 2 days ago. I was like, guy, Omo. She was not just my friend say, Omo, I don't crash this and this. Why did that happen?
Okay, shit. Let me comment from there. Why that happened is just because she's not with the right person. Everybody has a past. We're all coming from somewhere. I'm not the first person you are meeting. Neither am I.
Yeah.
Okay, there's tendency. I'm not even going to be the last. You also have a past. Even if you don't tell me about your past is your past. This is your present.
Do you think so? It's easier
So there are
said
some
than
people that
done.
judge. Yeah, I'm saying, if your life depends on this person, will you leave? Ask that person. if his life depends on her, if she's the daughter of Tinubu, is he going to leave her?
Definitely not.
So what?
So it's the
So
same
why are you
men.
judging her because of
But
her
it's the
past?
same men.
We have it in the female too.
Like this guy
We have it
literally
on the
threw
phone.
her out.
She's not the right person for him. Or even he is not.
He is not the right person for
He's
her.
not the right person for her.
Guy,
He's not
guy
even
get
the
wahala.
right
He
person.
get issues.
Do you understand it?
Yeah, I get it.
Change the perspective.
Yeah.
See, stop seeing it. I mean, you ladies will say the lady is the prize, but I mean, we'll get to that. So stop seeing it from the male's perspective, and that's one conversation that a lot of ladies need to start having. That's a perspective,
Yeah.
and which would definitely affect everything about the lady. Most ladies that I've had conversations with, and I've had a conversation with a lot of ladies, right, see everything, especially sexually, from the male's perspective. They believe it is the man that is gaining. I give the guy. You don't. I give and do.
After using me.
Do you get it?
using
Using me, doing this. It is not.
There's nobody using anybody.
It's a joint thing.
Yeah.
You use
Stop
each other.
saying things from the male's perspective.
Exactly.
If something goes down that is not pleasant, it's definitely not your best bet.
True.
So
The same way if you
understand
want
it.
someone, I'm like, I want to eat this guy, and you eat him. But the two guys,
The girls will
feel
not
like,
come out. No, the girls will not come out and say
yes,
that.
I mean to guys will feel like more.
I don't chop
no,
that
me
girl.
chop him. But not knowing that it was actually they did like.
You know, there was actually a particular trend that was, going on Instagram. Where they say you use me and I me shave. I
This
shave
now.
on your side. How do you think say I don't want
You
that?
understand No, you get. See, a lady would leave her house, look at her, plan that tonight, I'm knocking this guy. She has planned it. She has decided it. Shaved her pubics, ready for action, and then she will go out, and then it will be the man that will be the one to convince her to
make
stay
them-
now. Convince her to stay over now. Convince her to oh, don't worry now. You can shower. Don't worry. You can have.
You
my
don't think it's because the woman doesn't want to look as cheap?
It's the height
It's a
of
system.
manipulation.
The
It's
system is
not
weak.
manipulation.
You don't
This
feel
system is
it's
It's not just to human, also animals, they do that. Okay, you want this bed, a bed wants another bed. It will try and do all these kind
Shakara.
of paparazzi and all that, clear up everywhere, and then we're like, just cajole. So it's not just human, it's natural.
So I posted a video about two birds. I don't know if you saw it on my
Okay.
status, where a bird brought an insect, gave the female ate and opened her
That's
bum bum.
enough.
It was direct. So if you want to go to the animals to learn, we can easily learn that every time a guy wants to. No. You brought up the animals. No. If we want to go to the animal, we cannot go halfway.
Yeah.
We cannot go halfway. If we will go to the animal, everybody will decide the animal.
Don't forget the fact that he had something. Okay, the bird had something in his mouth.
Add food,
Yes, food.
not something.
Okay,
Add
food.
food. The female.
That female bed is
Ate.
materialistic.
Okay,
You get it?
apart from that bed, there's another scenario whereby a bed had to clear up the whole environment, had to make it tidy and started dancing. I think
And
that's
you
what it is
design,
somewhere.
yeah, it's a-
And started dancing and all of that. I had to cajole.
Mating dance.
Exactly.
Yes.
Before the bed saw the other bed, I saw. I was like, oh, I had to come down and I had to like cajole.
I agree
Was
with
there
you.
food there?
I agree. But then you know about the praying mantis? The praying mantis would eat up the female. The male would try to mate, but while they are mating, the female will eat up the male.
I've never heard of that.
You check it, praying mantis. Very it will eat it up.
Yeah, actually.
As he's
yeah,
mating like this, it's just the guy they do, in the chopper.
I-
So I mean, so if you want to go to the animals to learn, there are so many scenarios.
Yeah.
Conversation of sex should be both people wanting each other equally, and then let's as much as possible. The consideration of our culture that don't be a loose woman. Back then, forefathers' days, our early days, they will put white cloth. They want to know if blood will come out.
Yeah.
If we want to go back to that, then let's go back. But if we are not, then let's leave it. Let's leave
No,
it
I
and say.
actually feel it should be personal because there are some people that believe in keeping themselves,
Your choice.
being celibate,
100.
and I do not want to invalidate that.
Oh, no, 100.
I'm just saying that I want to put it out there that for a woman, if you believe that you giving yourself to a man is a way to keep him, then you're stupid.
No, that's not possible.
No, because you see women that after they've slept, they meet this one, the guy asks her, then the next thing she mates with him, then the guy leaves her, she say, after I have given him my all, after I have given
Okay.
my body. Do you understand me? Why did you have to give him your body to, let him know that you are his. There are other ways that you can let a man know that, see, I am fully yours without mating with him or without having sex with him. That's my own concern. You see, lots of young girls do that nowadays. It's entirely different when you know that my own philosophy is, when we are dating, I should have sex with you. Do you understand? It's not I'm giving you sex just to let you know that you are mine or I'm yours, or just to solidify our relationship.
Or giving in any regard.
Do you understand?
You are never giving.
So
Let's make it clear.
This is
sex
just for.
It's not giving.
It's
is
not.
Shared.
It's shared.
As long as the sex is consensual, let's make it also very important.
Yeah.
Don't go around raping people. It's a crime. If
Sure.
they catch you, it's me that will ensure you go to jail. It's one of my passions in life. Yeah. Now, the people that have seen sex as transactional, let's call it what it is a prostitution. No matter what you want to get in return, is woke up. Anything you want to do.
What's
It's
that?
blue aspect of it. I get that.
You know, see, let's make it clear.
Yeah.
You know, the moment and recently I started trying to, and I think I still want to sponsor a research in that line. When exactly did we make it okay for sex to be transactional as a people? That you think a woman, the girl child now believes that for her to have sex or give sex, she has to get something
in return.
When did we get to that point exactly? I mean, of course, I know that our music is a huge part of it.
True.
Right. Afrobeats has contributed terribly.
True.
In that line.
True.
Married people.
I don't know about married people. I don't know.
Because they're married and they feel, okay, I want this lady.
Maybe,
Like,
yeah, that's also true. I know that the proliferation of easy funds in the hands of immature men, right, who have nothing else to give that money, believe that, oh, okay, so all I can do is pay if I spend, if I do this, and then that is why, you know, towards the end of 2024 there was this period where everybody was saying OS is the way for 2025, because you calculate what you are spending on your girlfriend. You are thinking, you buy here, you will do this, you will do this. And OS is how much? OS is 20k, OS is 30k. But then on your girlfriend, you don't spend 150k.
What's OS?
Operating system.
Operating system.
what are you operating?
What kind of operating system?
What are you operating?
Wait,
I want
Sheggs.
to understand. Sheggs,
No,
what are you operating?
What kind of
OS?
operating system?
No, you don't know what OS is.
What's OS?
What's
You don't know
OS?
What are you operating?
I know what OS
You
is.
know.
Yeah, that's just
Do you
it.
have OS?
It just stood in operating system.
Do you have?
How do you
have
do
a-
the operating system?
Is that? I have OS on my phone.
No, Sheggs, no.
So how? Okay, you
The-
said we are not talking about that.
Sheggs
So
will tell us what OS is.
No, it's a simple
No,
thing.
human.
In human.
Yes. what's
Operating
it?
system.
What's
To
Sheggs.
approach you now.
No,
is
you
an
are asking the
operating
wrong
system.
person.
Okay,
Sheggs.
Sheggs.
I mean, it's
What
voluntary to answer.
No,
Why?
no.
They are together
Next
in
time
this.
in- all right.
What is OS?
Don't worry. Don't worry. You won't be able to say that.
It's a no show. But then it's just the operating system.
So you guys are now funky sizing.
Not you guys.
Olosho
I said,
to
like I
mean
said,
OS.
like I said, late last year, this became popular on social media. You won't see me anywhere quote
OS.
because see,
So if I
again,
tell people I have OS now, they will think.
Meaning,
Continue,
Olosho,
continue.
now we're at the point proud,
So
proudly.
that's what I do.
Yes,
To say to hell with relationship.
the right to is
yeah,
there.
true. It's not just girls, the ladies alone, guys also. I have a
Yes.
friend that's like, I don't think I want any relationship for now.
Yes,
I
they'll
just
tell
wanna
you.
keep doing
No,
this.
I'm even looking
Because
at it from
what
the
the
And they
business-
say you just-
the business
or you
angle
just
for
say
the girls.
FWB.
For the business angle for the girls. I have a girl myself, my contact, that if I see her status, I feel like the
Girl is
system is
wasting
rigged.
away.
She's advertising her goods and services.
She will always tell you, you are there, you are crying about the guy. That you are with. And you are saying, he's doing this for you. I am with 4. And I'm living better than you. And you are crying over 1.
They
Which
need
one
to
is
do your
better?
full chest.
Which one is better?
Bad bitch. All right.
And then, I mean,
no,
and
they
then
pay, oh.
you see, and you get it.
That's
I
the
think we have
mentality.
actually
But some will
digressed.
tell you that good girl pays. too.
Yeah.
True, it does.
It has to do with
Aside
no,
patience.
it has to
aside
do with
patience.
contentment.
It has to do with who you are.
Yeah.
What do you
Your
want?
personality, your satisfaction in
Again.
life.
Again, we have spoiled our society.
The system is rigged.
We have.
So how
So,
do we
What factor?
how do we
did
get
there?
back?
How do we get there? How do we get back? How did we get here? We got here by painfully a lot of no, not necessarily. A lot of abuse, not being treated. You have people that were raped painfully, who have grown with those traumas and have become a certain type of person without dealing with those traumas. They see the perpetrators of the crime walk freely. Family members, people in the area. There's so many stories I've heard, right, of how, and then it messes up with their minds so badly that, number one, there are male rapists and female rapists, right? So people grow up to have terrible perceptions of that other gender because of the action of one person that messed them up. And now, if you translate that to, if you partner that with illicit funds, you partner that with the music, the everything happening around, you realize that we are so deep into where we are that the question is, how do we even start getting out of it? Because we're already deep into it. There's so much pain in our culture that, and of course, as a culture, we don't address pain.
Yeah.
We don't address emotional pain.
Yeah.
As a culture, you are not you as and then the gender again. As men, you man up, you know, and as woman, you cry and then you move on.
You know, Sheggs, let me take you back to what you said at the beginning when we started, where you said that most feminists are men haters. Do you think what you just said now has contributed in a large measure to us grooming or breeding men haters? People that see men and they're just like, this guy is an animal, or, you know, they are not seeing any good in men, and, you know, they are trying to recruit as more male haters as they can. Do you think, because, you know, if we are to look at what is happening in our society, in fact, recently we had the issue of what is happening in the Senate, and you see a lot of women springing up and say, if that can happen to a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and she's not given a chance to be heard, then what is my fate?
So I'll reply with, excuse me, I'll reply with a conversation I had with an older friend. So somebody in ADM reached out. We got talking, and then I discovered she was raped when she was younger, you know, and then it was already bringing up so many issues in her daily life now, years after.
Yeah.
So I reached out to someone, like older friend, and I said, "Oh, this lady was raped," and the answer she gave stayed with me till now.
Okay.
Because she said, "Oh, okay, it's her turn. She should move on."
Interesting.
Really?
Like I was raped too. I'm fine. She'll be fine.
Really?
Interesting.
Now, the answer hurt me so much.
Wow.
Not because of why you think it is. Not because you think, oh, it's that nonchalance or that she couldn't be bothered. No, it's because of the hopelessness behind that answer. The hopelessness of, oh, I was raped, nothing was done.
So, it's your turn.
Do you get it?
Right.
Like, I went through it. Nobody helped me. I wasn't saved. I wasn't helped. I wasn't cared for. So it's not, forget about, it's the fact that somebody had to go through that for years, 20 years. Some of our mothers, our fathers have those stories. True. So when they respond now, it's not because they hate their gender. It's because of the hopelessness they felt back then. And they are like, yo, don't stress yourself.
It's happened to me.
Wow, okay, you'll be all right, right? So it's if we're asking how we got here, you know, there are so many factors, so many conversations we need to have publicly to start with, so that we can now know where we are really, because we don't even know where we are. We don't even know how bad things are. You know, we've not even started talking about how common nudes are right now.
True.
You know, how
normalize it.
It's almost like, oh, somebody's nude got leaked. Oh, okay.
Private organs are no longer private.
Do you get it?
Public,
it's
fans page.
Do you get it? I mean, the OFs are. I mean, it's.
I like the way you are just, you know,
It's
acronymizing.
it's what it is. You know.
Yeah.
we are lost as a people, and then we are fighting each other. The woman wants to fight the man.
Yeah.
When in reality we should all come to the table
Tackle
and say
the structure,
what
tackle
the
the
heck
certain, yeah.
is going on, you know. And again, I'm not, if my personal life, I'm a very interesting person, right? But there are things that will not happen around me. No matter what, it will not happen, you know, because we are lost as a people,
All right.
as a culture.
Okay.
We need to go back and sit down and start having conversations to say, okay, so how do we? I can't remember. I think there was a country that they raised. I think it's something about the statute of limitation or the time you can charge. Yeah, I think it was the US. They extended the time you can charge people for rape. When somebody comes out to, you know, accuse someone of rape, for instance, what is our national response? Are we going to apoti uduagan the person, right? Or are we going to give the person an opportunity to have a conversation?
To be heard.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and then because of some people, the horribly terrible ones who accuse people wrongly, are we going to have legislation that criminalizes accusing people falsely to deter the ones that just want to be stupid?
Okay.
You know, so these are conversations we should be had on a large scale as a people, as a culture, and not fighting ourselves over who we cook, who we do this.
I can't kneel down for my husband.
Do you get it?
Social media is actually third partner right now in relationship.
No, definitely
Everything
not.
we have to go live.
No.
Okay, so we are pressed for time because we have to wrap up very soon. But Slim, Sheggs has talked about how we got here. I want you to address how you think we can, you know, get out of here. What do you think we can do as a society? Now, I want you to look at it holistically and also look at it as a family. They say the family is the smallest unit of the society. What should the family be doing to right these wrongs? And what should society be doing to ensure we leave, the cage that we are right now?
Thank you very much. I was a bit...
I was about to say Kwagbasa.
It's not about the color.
Yeah, to go into the trance.
Yeah, I wasn't trans. Maybe because of the angle it was coming from. These are conversations I don't really like talking about. Because I think yesterday or thereabout I still had one. Because I have a foundation for single mother. Me start that about. Because I think yesterday or thereabout I still had one. Because I have a foundation for single mother. Me start that. So I think the thing is the system. The system is rigged. We need to go back to the system. Correct the system. Let the system, is there a system that supports people, that hear people out? It is that same system that will correct you, that will also fault the offender. In a situation whereby even you are falsely alleged, the system will be there to justify. That's one. Two, the individual. It's not a family thing. If you are a parent, you can correct your child, you can chastise your child. If your child is not ready to listen, they will not listen. I heard of a case yesterday, 15-year-old girl out there, an OS. Professional.
15 years.
Yes. So it has to do with the person. Understand yourself that you are not just there to make babies. You are not just there to have fun. You are not there to waste your life. You have a reason for existing. Face that fact. Now, when you get into the society, it's that thing you have in your head that takes to the society. Some of us have that fear of our parents, the way they talk to us, that we dare not mess up outside. Because you know if you go back home, something is waiting for you. Now, the generation we are now where the social media is the third party. Do you have people that still have that? I still have things that I can't post.
True.
That I feel like if my mommy sees this, are you sure she's not going to start sermon on me? One. Two, if my business associates see this, what am I preaching? Because when you live your life outside there, somebody is saying it and is speaking from it. Where are we going to find ourselves at the end of the day?
All right.
So it has to do with the system. Let there be justice for whoever we need to justify. The person too should understand what he or she is into. Not for this present generation. It is for the generation to come. I tell people, I call them now. I want more better. It's the new generation coming. Gen Z is not. We've not seen anything. The better generation that is coming. I don't think there is anything they will meet on.
But if we do not handle the Gen Zs now, how are we going to handle the better?
That's what I'm saying. I don't see what they will meet. So the way we will handle the Gen Z is by restructuring the system.
Are we not the system?
We are. That's it. What comes out from you and I, they look up to you. And it's a thing. It's still the same thing that leads us back to gender equality. You're a female. You're handling something. Are you doing it well? So that another female will hand that position you are presently staying.
Yeah.
Are you a good wife at home? So that another woman will be like, oh, I want to be like this. I'm not saying you should be like her. You should emulate her. That, okay, so far that this person stayed in the husband's house, I never heard a voice from their house. I want to also be good. As the man too, I also living in that space. Are you saying enough to curtail people? It is we that will restructure it.
As much as we will be the ones to restructure it, environment matters. I've seen a friend of mine whereby I'm like, how did you grow up? Why are you like this? Because the way she was brought up was just, oh, it's okay for me to cheat. It's okay for me to do this and this. It's okay for me to have 4 or 5 partners. Like, our environment.
Okay, now, you just said something. She said, it is okay for me too. So it is her decision. Even if the parent ask her to do it, if she doesn't want to do it, she's not going to
But
do
that's
it.
what she has seen. That's what
She has seen, and she has agreed to follow through.
Basically.
She has agreed to follow through. The fact that your parents went through the hard way does not say you should go through the hard way. That's why we all went to school. There's a Yoruba proverb that I don't like. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like it, I've rephrased it. But I'm adun koko katimba it's scam. It's the biggest scam. There are so many of us it's not about sneakers. Yeah, but he's doing cocoa under the umbrella with POS. So the fact that your parents agreed to you doing this and you found yourself doing it does not say, so far as you know, if it is not good for you, walk out from it and change. But you still continue in it, it is what you have agreed to do. So now take somebody else to correct you or the system. Whereby you find yourself, okay, take for example, she cheated on this, she cheated on. When she gets to somebody that is going to cheat on her, maybe that's when she will understand that what she's doing is not good. You have been inflicting pains on people. If somebody do it on you,
life happens.
You now say life happens. I'll move on. Okay, move on with it. When another person does it on you, and you now sit down and you say, okay, this is not the way life should be. The society will tell you.
To add that, most of the commercialization of sexual relationships, sexual actions, right, roots and foundation in covetousness, greed, comparison.
Something they does there.
Don't you think it's actually social media pressure that's bringing up this?
No, yeah, maybe, but then you can't remove the social media. See, understand it. You look at somebody that is your... No, it's not even social media. Our parents back then, so forget social media. It's more as a culture, we thrive on comparison. You look at somebody and say, and
they'll tell you about journey.
You get it. You get it. It's you as a person, you will look at yourself and be satisfied. You have to learn that I am enough. Whatever I have is enough. If it is not enough for the person that I'm trying to be with, that person is my enemy. It's always funny when I say this, but understand it.
Yeah.
No, for me, for instance, my dressing, you will most likely not see me wearing something very expensive, because me, it's most likely I can't afford it. I say that, people laugh, right? But it is how I am. Now imagine that I'm now with somebody that looks at me and goes, Slim podcast, that you guys are on the podcast together. See how he's looking, taking up and all of that. Why can't you be like him? At that moment, that person has become my enemy. Do you get it?
You don't give room for
don't allow it.
Plant that seed.
Do you get it? That person has become your enemy. Not see, because he's looking dapper, he's looking great. I love how he's looking, but it is not me.
I can't be.
Do you get it? It's not me. So if somebody comes and is saying, why can't you be like Slim that is looking this certain way? At that moment, that person is my enemy.
All right. So it's been a back-to-back releasing of wisdom. I should say we have two wise men in the studios this day. We can recruit her.
Who among you wants to join us?
You say?
Nah, we are not recruiting.
Okay.
So, but they have been dishing out opinions and thoughts that I believe that would go a long way to correct some ills in our society. It's not okay for us to only condemn what we see that is wrong, but also for us to take steps. And one of the steps we should take is also having conversations about this. Someone once said that you go on social media and you see so many bad things are trending and thriving. Why, he asked the question, why is good things not thriving? And the person said, it's because you are not talking the good thing. But it's not thriving because you have given credence or you have given ears to the bad ones. So the bad ones are thriving. That's why someone will come on and say some stupid and nasty things and stupid things, and you see the blogs pick it up. It blows up.
The blogs are
So
actually.
Do you understand?
influencers.
And you see someone that is actually speaking sense, saying some wise things, and they're like, this
The
one
blog is not gonna pick it
people
up.
traffic or people thrive on controversies and stupid things. Do you understand? But the more we put our voice out there to talk sense, to try to correct these ills, I believe that they say little drops of water makes an ocean. So the more we talk about it, the more we can penetrate into the hearts and minds of people. You never can tell who is watching this and would say, oh, my OS live, I won't leave them more, I don't want to do them again, or my OF page, I don't want to use them again. You understand? And said, oh, it's because he said something like this that actually changed my life. Even if it was one person, do you get? It's not bad, because that one person
is not enough.
you don't know the ripple effect of that one person. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I'm hoping that soon we can have structural changes. Maybe from National Orientation Agency, from Ministries of Information,
Yeah.
Media houses.
Culture,
bodies.
Ministry of Culture.
Yeah.
Let's start having institutional conversations.
About
Let's decide the kind of people we want to be, and then find a way to sanction those who don't represent us. As a people right now, I read somewhere, and this is very painful to me, right, that the most undesirable set of women in the world are the Black Americans. So painful. However, the Nigerian, especially Yoruba, close to them. I can't remember where I read it, but I'll try and look for it. That they are the most undesirable ladies in the world. What are we as a nation, the largest, the most populous Black nation, selling to the world? What have we turned ourselves into, so much so that the world is ranking us as undesirable?
Okay.
What exactly is going on? How bad have things gotten? So we need to. I mean, it's the governmental action. It needs to be. You are doing great here, but then let's hope that this can catalyze institutional conversations. In tourism, for instance, it's 30 December. It's interesting things. Let's not go.
I get you. Well, we have to wrap up now. Before we go, Slim, do you have something you want to say before we wrap up on this?
Yeah, I think the only thing I would just say is, wherever you are, the change begins with you. You have to decide for yourself.
All right, Most Reverend KJ Sheggs.
Okay. Whatever it is, wherever you are, let me follow Slim's lead, right?
Be a man of your word. Don't follow his paths.
Oh no, yes.
Men supporting.
If he's going the right path, why will I fight him? No, Abba.
Okay.
Be true to yourself. Find yourself and be true to yourself. Don't compare. Don't allow anybody that's trying to make you compare or make you do things that you don't want to do or that are not legal or edifying of you. Just know the person is your enemy, no matter who the person is, and find a way to manage the person.
All right. Talking about gender equality, we were able to move into societal cultural, morals that are wrong, if you can put it that way, and we're able to also try to talk on why people are being pressured to walk in a certain way. But the meat of the discussion is that whatever it is you are, whoever it is you are, just know that first, you are human, whether between you and the other gender or between you and your fellow woman or your fellow man. You should first know that you're unique in your own way. You are first human, and you have the capacity and the capability to do anything and be anything you want to be in your life. Slim said something about what a woman can do, what a man can do, a woman can do better. For me, I always say this: what a man can do, a woman can do differently, not better. Because by the time you start saying better, you start trying to start up some form of comparison or some form of what's it called, competition between the men and the women. That's my own take. Heritage?
All right, so to me, I would definitely say this. Whatever that you're going to do, and they will ask you, did you do it? And you said no. Then why did you do it in the first place? That's one thing I've always been guiding my thoughts. You've actually been able to pick one thing or the other from our conversation. I hope one day you'll be able to use it from our 2 cents. Till next time.
All right, that's the show on FLUX360 to another interesting edition from me, Evelyn Ohiola. Slim is here. KJ Sheggs is here. And of course, Heritage is here. Have yourself a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.